Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we are going to try and pull some beet. And you kind of get to know what exactly is going to happen, because if it's gone well, it'll be somewhat in the title. If it's gone disastrously wrong, well, it'll surely be in the title. So I don't have that luxury, so fingers crossed, say a little prayer now that all goes to plan. But we are on the way to the field now. Father Phil's behind me in the 3075 in the harvester, and yeah, in about 30 seconds time we're going to see whether this has been a waste of time or not. And this is the moment of truth. Our tops are very shook after the frost, but Father Phil says they're not too bad, it should pull up. So he's just going out to the start of the field where the rows start going this way, where it should work the best. This is it. This is it, lads. Is this going to work or not? Beds are moving. Beet's going up. The knives need to move up. It's cutting the beet in half. It's working anyways, but the problem we have is it's cutting the tops off the beet. It should only be cutting the tops, shouldn't be taking the whole heap off, but it's pulled basically everyone on the line there, so it's working. That one's not too bad, but is there anything you can do, or
I can't
drop the knives? It's up the knives need to go up further.
Good job in itself. Yeah, had a small bit with the a cleaner tank.
Yeah. Alright, if you're happy with that, it's working anyways. Right, keep going then.
You happy?
Aye.
I'm just doing a run or two here now.
Yeah, to see that everything works, yeah.
Cut into the head now.
Yeah. I think you need to be lower, do you?
A bit lower, yeah.
Yeah, for that to work better.
A bit harder on the feet. The top end.
Which?
Cowling it very isolated, harder like in the tank.
The
Man, in the tank.
oh, there is stuff in the tank there. It looks like a
Half cold.
yeah.
You would have to lift the knife. They were, I was at them before. You could talk to them by lifting the head.
Yeah.
In a good crop, you could lift the head up, which dropped the beet in the rail.
So I let them a little bit lower.
I left them a little bit. I'm running the head a bit lower than normal.
Yeah, to try and catch the tops.
Those are the things that we have to do.
Right. We'll see how it goes there. Working anyways. Not doing too bad there now. He's adjusted a little bit. Crowning it, not too bad. It's just one of them things. Beet did come out. We're getting it pulled. My biggest fear is the trace. The trace is probably the shookest bit on it at the minute, but hey, we're getting the beet out of the ground. Would like the knives a little bit up, just not to leave so much, chop off so much of it, but at this stage I'm just glad to see that working and this getting out of the ground. We'll lose a bit to that, but 6 of one, half a dozen of the other beggars can't be choosers were getting it done. So we see him coming down the field there, and yeah, oh, it's great to finally see the beet being pulled. The 21st of December, the longest day, or sorry, not the longest day, the shortest day of the year, so the bulking time we got half. Phil just want to empty that half there before he went again. So one thing probably people are wondering, this area around me that we're currently sitting on, this is a long-term project that it'll be about another 3 years. Yeah, it's another 3 years before I'll be able to let you know and show you what exactly is going on in this area. Out to Father Phil and see how he's going, but it seems to be going the finest. Just crowning the beet. Knives need to be lifted up, I think, but God only knows how difficult that's going to be. We are on the late side for pulling today, so hopefully we get a bit of pulling done tomorrow, and that's kind of going to be it. But we'll pull away to the end. We might go at the knives then tomorrow and see about lifting them, just see can we change them, or maybe Father Phil gets a few tweaking, because it's all to do with the level of the belt running in the ground. If he has that running a little bit higher, if he can still catch the tops, that changes the depth or where the knife cuts it. So it is what I'm thinking, but with the tops being so shook, he has to be quite low to make sure he gets them all, and that's just where he's losing out on his usual adjustment that he'd normally have. Second run of beet now. Still crowning them a bit too tight. Yeah, it's just annoying that, but we'll see can we make the adjustments later. Once he gets a few runs and he's happy with how it's pulling, he's going to pull this top headland out of it. So I think it's drills from there to there. He's going to pull that out. It's a little bit mucky. It's not too bad. It's not mucky as in you go down in it. It's just a bit greasy is how we call that. And when it's greasy, it can be a bit hard to maneuver very well. So we'll just have to see how that goes. And he stops. Better go over and see what's wrong. Anything wrong?
No, it's just that must be
hiding.
Lift them fucking knives, that's all. Yeah. We live in the best part of the beet behind.
I know. And what's we done to lift them knives?
Back to the shed.
Back to the shed?
Yeah. If you had a good top.
Yeah, you'd manage, because you could just keep her up that bit.
That's where she should be running up here. She should
be
catching them up here, not down there.
Yeah. So you got to go to the end and go home again.
We kind of need to adjust that now.
Yeah. Because the more we pull like that, just...
Oh, you're losing it.
Yeah. Oh, it's lifting them all, it's just... So, he's just going to finish out the run that he's on. So that's 4 runs, 4 rows of beet pulled. And we're going to bring it back home to try and pull up these knives. And because it's going to be a very torturous job, because we never touched them, that's why we're bringing it home, because we'll probably have to get the blowtorch out, the stencil, a bar, a hammer, a sledge, and a lot of things. And we might not. That's what we're going to do. And hopefully we'll go up here tomorrow to get another bit done. Pulling great. It's lifting every beet up. It's just she's crowning it too hard. You're losing a fair chunk of what you want is being left behind there. So we best get that sorted. So, Father Phil quite literally has it done, all moved up. So, I know there was nothing from till we left the field till now, and that's just because we had coffee. I went in. I had to help move the pigs to the winter accommodation.
You had to do the farm job.
I had to bed the cattle. I had to push in. I had to just sort out all them things. And in that space of time, about an hour, Father Phil has it sorted. So not as hard as you thought.
Oh, not at all. But I had to try and remember. See, I have been working on the beet harvester since I was 19.
Yeah.
And the older beet harvester, this was threaded.
Yeah.
And that was threaded.
Yeah.
A big nut went up from the bottom. And you locked the two together.
Yeah.
And when I looked in at that one, I think I had to move the knives. I said, there's no nuts on the bottoms of them. And I couldn't figure it out. And I seen a spot of weld, and I ground a bit of weld off this one, and next thing the disc popped down. Yeah. And it turns out, not while I was using it, but a good friend of mine used to pull beet for me years ago. And the disc fell off on him one day. Right. And I just come to me then, when this fell down, what the whole situation was. They're like a 540 6-pline shaft with the spring loaded down, and you tighten your nut up. Yeah. Quite simple. Them holes was a clip that come down to keep the nut from loosening, but our threads are gone. Yeah. So what I told him to do was, he brought home the harvester. He just done what I done there, a little bottle jacked them back up to where you want them. Yeah. And he just put a dot of weld on them because they're at the lower setting. Yeah. So on this one, I hadn't to do anything other than just jack it up. Yeah. So what I've done, so we can readjust them at the future date, I just put an 8mm bolt in to keep them up. Now that when I get a shorter bolt, I will just tidy up it. What I'll do is I'll jack it up, put in a sharp bolt that the nut just literally is the bolt is the length of that and the nut, and then when I let it down, it'll sit on the nut. Yeah. So therefore it can't open. Yeah. Job done. Job done. Handy out. Dead handy. I was sent for the stencil. There was blow torches being mentioned. There was an awful ordeal being mentioned, but because that was the old system, and if that was the old system, we'd still be here trying to loosen the first one. But I just had to remember. Yeah. Happy days. He's a happy man this evening. You know, you won't be stressed this evening. No, because we'll get pulling now. No. Well, tomorrow evening we'll get pulling again. We might get another load pull tomorrow evening. Oh, we'll get a bit more done now. Don't you worry. I'll have the cattle fed early, and I'll have the 99. You want to get up in the morning? I get up every morning. I was up before you this morning. And or not before you, but I was in the yard before you. I was in the yard before you. I was in the yard before you. So anyways, that is the story about that. Yeah, basically done. So yeah, we'll pick it up again tomorrow. Hopefully sometime around 2 or 3 o'clock heading to the field. Get 2 hours pulling done. You're ambitious. If it rains, you'll do nothing. We'll keep pulling. That's what we'll do. Oh, you're ambitious. So it's the next evening, just as things go. It's not quite 4 o'clock yet, but we should be pulling by 4. Red Rock's on the 99. Also, if you're wondering, our washer chopper, we're washing and chopping our beet there now, and working with the finest. And we have our cleaner loader in action, which we just pulled into the maize pit. Handy enough. Everything was seized, but a couple of tips of the hammer bit of the GT7, I think it is, and she's running. So we'll show you that again in another video, but we got them yokes going. Not a bit of bother. Literally, I had the beet washer chopper going in 20 minutes, and the cleaner loader about an hour. I had to take off, replace the chain from the hydraulic motor to the big wheel that turns all the trace and that. But other than that, it was just a couple of tips of the hammer and all the little wheels, and got everything moving. Lovely, handy. Heck of a lot handier than this beet harvester. But anyways, Father Phil has it all changed, all tightened up. The sun is setting. I'm just going to call into the house, so Liv will pick me up, come back, I get the harvester, go up, and then when Father Phil gets back from rolling, he'll come up to me. We're going to get some beet pulled just to finish off this video, because unfortunately at 2 o'clock tonight, on this Friday night, I know you're watching this on Christmas Day, me and Liv are heading to the UK to spend Christmas with her family. But that also means that whatever I get done this evening with the beet is all that's going to be done in this video. I know not exactly what I had intended on, but you just kind of have to deal with the hand you're dealt. And yeah, just a lot of time has went into this beet harvester, but we seem to be going. Touch wood, it stays this way. Let's be on. So it's around this moment where I start to panic now. Well, not panic, but I'm just going to go for it. That pulls that in. That lifts that up. Pull that in. Now, ready to hit the road. Father Phil will get to me whenever he gets to me. And if I get there and he's not there,
I'm having a stab at this myself. I know how it works, so in theory should be alright. Way onto the field. So we're in the field, we're lined up, fog is just starting to fall. It's quite simple now, make or break for me. So I'm going to go up and down the field till I see, we'll go up a bit, we'll see how this is working now that that's risen, and once I get comfortable, then I'll start lifting that headland there. Or Father Phil will come, one or the other. But so as the camera's not distracting me, I'll just stick it up on the wing mirror and you can see how I got on the start. Because I'm just going off memory here on what I was shown to do. Well, I wasn't even shown, I was just kinda, I know how the machine works. So, make it up as we go along. The best way to do things. Wish me luck. Well, that didn't go so well. Just got a phone call from Father Phil. He says, do I need to bring down the other trailer? And I said, no. What is after going wrong? Well, quite simple. Well, no, before I show you what's after going wrong, we'll just show you. I went from here to there. That is literally all I got done. I didn't miss a beat. Every beat got lifted. The tops, look at how lovely the tops are being crowned now. Just look at that work of art that we've actually managed to get it crowning. Not too bad there at all. Like, it's a heck of a lot better than that. That's like half the beat. That's just what you want to see. And everything just going nicely. What happened? Well, the only pipes, there's 2 pipes I didn't change on it, and that was the 2 oil feed pipes from the pump to the chest valve, or where it breaks off at the top, and the dirt is bust just there. I was just driving along, I looked in the mirror and all I could see was the spray, and I thought, oh god. So now home again. This is just exactly what happens to me. You know, ground is good. I didn't miss a beat. It's crowning there. Exactly what we want to see. I got... How many beat did I actually get in the tank? You probably count how many beat I got in the tank. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and whatever's in the front there. Oh, God, that's so... Oh. But I can't blame anyone but myself. I said to Father Phil, will we change them pipes or not? He said they looked okay. There's a handful of pipes we didn't change because some of them look perfect. Them 2 pipes there, the 2 feed pipes going up to the chest valves there from the pumps at the bottom, and some of these small pipes here that don't do much anyways, but they were all fine. But there'll be another beat pulling video sometime next week, maybe New Year's Day. We know what we'll aim for. It's a bit like how we were getting the 6290 out of the shed last year. We kept pushing and pushing and pushing back the date. New Year's Day we'll have this field harvested. Touch wood. And she's back in the yard again after the second failed attempt to pull the beat. So neither of our two attempts were major failures. It was not crowning the beet that well the first time, and now a bust pipe. Annoying, but hopefully third time lucky when we get to the field. But the big thing people asked, was it worthwhile? Does it not make more sense to get someone else and hire someone in and do the work and all that? Probably does. But I can tell you how much we spent on the harvester and how many hours, man hours has been put into it. So we have spent €2,200 on parts, pipes, belts, bits and bobs to do with the harvester. That's what we've spent on parts for the harvester. I put in 20 hours while Father Phil was away and that, so 2 hours over 10 nights. That's what I done on it. And you can take my hours as apprentice hours or half hours, whatever you want to do it, because I'm not as efficient as any other mechanic or my father. I have to look at it, figure out how it works, and then start into what I'm trying to do, and then sometimes realize I'm doing it wrong and have to do it a different way. So my hours are not as good as anyone else's hours. When Father Phil got back, we spent 5 hours for 3 days at it. So that's another 15 hours each. Is 30 hours. So there's 30 hours of the two of us working on it over 3 days. That's 30 man hours, 15 hours. Wherever you want to look at it. Single man hours, it comes to 50 hours, but then more than half of that is mine, so you do whatever you want. See, that's what you're talking about. Man hours gone in to put it going. Cost quite a considerable bit in time and money to put it going. We did look about buying one. You cannot buy a carousel version like that at any kind of reasonable money for what we needed it to do. You could buy one with the chains, so instead of a carousel it has like the elevator, just a chain going from where it cuts it to the elevator and up, but they don't get rid of any near no dirt, and Father Phil would not buy one. So we went down the road of fixing it. We could have hired someone. We may have had to wait longer, we may have had a lot of different things, and it would have cost money, but there's a bit of a challenge in getting it going. There's a bit of content too there as well, as you'd know, in getting it going. And now that we're just about have it going, everything seems to be right, just them few little niggly bit of pipe, we now have that harvester for next year. Next year we have 6 acres put to one side on where we have the rape that we're going to sow in Beet again, and we'll probably keep doing it because it's taken out the biscuit meal, so we don't have to buy in any ration. Now we do have to go around seeing how we can increase our protein in the ration by growing stuff just to try and edge the bulls a bit better. But when it comes to beet, I think we're going to be back growing beet for the future. And when you put what we've spent on that and the time we've put into it over every year of maybe 5 or 6 years of that, hiring in someone and paying someone to pull it, then that pays for itself. Yes, there is upkeep and that on it, and yes, it will be going into a shed when we're finished. I have the space cleared for it to go in, so it will be dry stored for a change. But it is one of them things. It doesn't make sense the first year, but when you get 2, 3, 4, 5 years into doing it again, then it starts to pay for itself, and you never know. Bit of high work too helps pay for them things. So that's what it is. That's how much money and time we put into it. It is a lot, but we have it going. And it is Christmas Day, so I want to wish everyone a happy Christmas. I hope Santa brought you all the presents you wanted. Hope you had a great big feed of turkey or beef or whatever you had. I just hope everyone's having a lovely, jolly Christmas. And unfortunately, this video is just not ending how I was going to hope it was going to end. Parked up again, but Father Phil's going to bring the pipe off so he can get somewhere open tomorrow to replace it, so that once I get back, then we can try and get a day ahead, get it all pulled, or all we can pull. We don't know how dry the wet corner is going to be, so we may have to leave some there, but that's what's left to be done. But look, it is what it is. But I do have to say, the 3075 does look well when she gets washed up. I've awful fondness for that tractor. I spent 7 years wrapping in that tractor, and I've an awful fondness for it. But hopefully this day next week we'll have all the beet pulled, and there'll be another video, and I'd probably set myself up for failure again. But sure, look, we take it as it comes, and we keep the bright side out, as they say. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that for today's video. Hope you have a great day. I'm going to go pack my bags, and as Marty Moan says, head for the boat to go see Liv's family for Christmas, and we're going to leave it at that. So hope you have a great Christmas. That is it for me. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, regardless of the days and that. That is it from me. Good luck.